Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 3, Episode 10. We're into double figures, and I've been doing a bit of stuff between episodes. So first off, you'll notice there's a roof in here. It's not quite done, but we're getting there. Now, back here, you will notice there are some advanced bins from Mechanism. They are made like, you got a bin, and you got your advanced bin. Which is basically those with a, it's more osmium. It's more osmium. They also go bigger to elite and ultimate, but these take 8,000 each, 8,152, I think it is. I have got this thing processing quartz again because I ran out. And what we did back here is we basically ran these pipes like so, and they basically run into it. These just really do not like draw controllers, so that's fine. It's hidden, it's out of the way, they're doing their work, and the battery is maintaining itself. And I've just put them in through here. Over here, nothing has changed except I put a button from gauges and switches. You know, it's a little bit, I'm not sure whether that's the button I'm going to stay with, and over here is that's a hooper hopper down there. That is a trap chest, and that is my garbage system. And I will show you. I need to go and get that done over there. I've also done the ceiling on that floor up there, and down here I have started the ceiling, but I'm running out of quartz. So currently this is exposed, which means I can show you it, but eventually it won't be. So that is a trash void from Cyclic with a thing. So basically I put everything in there that I want to bin. When I close the thing, gone, and it's deleted. There are, oh, you're not one of there are a few, that fish, that jellyfish is one. I've caught a few tropical fish. I'm going to get some more stuff going down here, but I do want to do some work in there probably today. What else have we done? I'm just trying to think. Done a bit of fishing, but didn't really get it worthwhile. This is ready for usage for the project I have in mind for that. Got some potions of water breathing. I also have this on me, which, because I popped out to the scary place and went to grab some more ender pearls because we're going to need them. So there you go. And we've got a few mob drops out of there. I also brewed some potions of fire resistance just to keep me, protected while I was in the nether. I do need to go and get some more blaze rods and stuff at some point, but that's fairly minor stuff at the moment. We haven't got enough of those, have we? Yeah, damn it. Oh well, we've still got 3 of those. That's all I need, I think, because what I want to do is have this take us down to the glass layer, and then I want to have another one maybe here that takes us down to this layer down here. So yeah, we'll have like 2 elevators just to move around. I don't want to have to shift, go to multiple shifts all the time, so I needed that. Food, that's Hegler, that is more mob drops, that is more food. In fact, we'll drop that off, and if I can get away with it, we'll drop you off there, and we'll drop you off there. So priority this episode has got to be storage. Storage is a major issue for me, and there's 2 types of storage I'm concerned about. One is personal storage, the ability to travel. Now we've got a backpack. It's not a big backpack, but it's big enough. It's 9 slots, and at the moment we're moving around with these as Pullman shulkers. There are alternatives though, and if I jump into here and look for I think it's a bag, you will notice, well, with starters, we've got ender bags. They link to the ender chest, presumably. I don't know whether you can have multiple ones. I've not played with those at all. But you see, Blue Power has bags. It has canvas bags. Canvas bags are made with canvas, and canvas can be made with string, flax string, sinew fibre and sticks. Now, string's a pain because obviously you have to go. We could have popped over to, let me just jump over here, get myself back onto daylight mode, or overworld mode, cancel. We could have jumped over to here and harvested string from this biome. It's not very big. I don't think we would have got a lot from it, so yeah. What I did is I went out and found a seed for kenaf, which is these things, kenaf seeds, and basically this stuff converts into string. I think it's 3 to 1, so it's not perfect, but you know, it will give me some wiggle room. Yeah, and we can get you, and then I need, for example, to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Get that. 1 stack of those gives me those. That will give me that, which gives me a canvas bag, and a canvas bag has got a single chest worth of storage in it. So I want 9 of those. Now whether we've got enough here to do 9, I doubt, but we'll start off where we mean to go off. I don't think they can be used anywhere else. No, it's only, you know, it's not a big producer, but it's better than a kick in the chops. So I mean, you know, in my experience, many things are better than a kick in the chops. The other thing I have done is I set some dark oak running over here, and I've basically spread out. I did the same in here. I've kind of spread the logs out, so the only things it can create is logs. I'm going to do something a little bit funnier with these later on, but right now, again, we need to make, well, we can make 2 for now because that's all the string we've got, I think. Yeah, there's not enough there to make a 3rd one, so that's fine. It's a start, and it can be just ticking along in the background, and we'll make another one of those. And we shall, have I got any, well, we shall have a purtle one. I'm running a resource pack which has different dye textures, so just so we can get that one. And we'll have a, well, we might as well have a black one actually. While we're at it, there we go, black one. And then we can use these old knacked old anvils we found, and this one can become tools. And I'll use the black one as miscellaneous for now. We'll have a redstone one, you know, and things like that. But that just means now we can jump into our bag and go grab you. Technically we'll grab those and that as well, and we'll have that, and then we can jump in here and we can get all of that lot put away where it belongs. Nature's compass, I needed that to find a dark oak forest. Boat, shears, don't really need you, don't really need the configurator, and we'll put, we can actually even get away with putting that in there. That is obscene. And you, and for that matter, both of those. And then we can put you away, and then the miscellaneous for the time being can have those in it. Now my backpack's empty, which is pretty cool. Right, enough about that. Let's start on storage. So we've currently got a drawer controller. I want to make my drawers out of dark oak, hence why I've been growing dark oak. It's a nice colour. But it occurs to me that we don't actually have to do this massive great wall of things that we go to do. We are going to make a start on refined storage. I think we've got the power to do this. If we haven't, we'll address that later. One of the things I'm struggling with in this mod, which I have updated by the way, there's changes and new bits and pieces, is power generation is a limiting factor to some description. However, we need to start off with a controller. So controller is going to take an advanced processor, some quartz, some silicon, some quartz enriched iron. That's going to take some stone and some quartz enriched iron. That is going to take, yeah, stuff and things and stuff. But we need to do that. That is going to require we don't need the soldering station, thankfully, in this one, but that does require a diamond. So we need to make this and this. That is string and things. That's relatively inexpensive, and we've got a reasonable amount of slime. Silicon is made by smelting quartz. God, this is getting quartz intensive. We really do need to. I'm going to smelt a stack of the stuff. Sorry. We really do need to get into villagers, because you know a mason would be absolutely awesome in this instance. Off you go, make me silicon. So that's that. That should be empty by now. Almost. Alright, you got that. Oh, interesting. No, it's just slightly uneven, but it doesn't really matter. It's only just to speed up the process of getting this stuff out. So we do need to grab what little bit of string we've got and some of this slime. Now I'm going to do... let's just do 5. Fortunately, these corrupted slime balls convert, so that is a bonus. There you go. 40 of those should be more than adequate. And we are going to need to grab... That it? Oh, you're still going. Okay. Here, you can have that one. So, how's that doing power-wise? We probably should sleep. This is the only downside to being dependent on... Oh, okay, maybe not. Being dependent on solar is, of course, if you don't sleep, you don't get what you want. Alright, almost there. That one's done. Just power that one through. There you go. Yeah. There we go. That's a full stack of those. So we are going to need, let's have a look. We need the controller. We need a controller, and we are going to need a crafting grid, which is going to take a grid, which is going to take some of these. These are actually not too bad. Let's get the controller done first. So we need to make this quartz enriched iron. We need 8 plus another 4. That's obviously 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, and iron. Just grab. We're then going to have to do the iron farm before long, because we are running through iron pretty rapidly right now. But there's our 16. Well, we'll need more, so it's not a problem. A bit of stone. No, not that much. Oh. And that should give me that. We need, what else? This thing, and that needs to be diamond and redstone. Okay. Really running low on diamonds. I am going to have to go and do a mining session at some point. Diamond, redstone, one of them and one of them gives me that. Okay, I don't think, do you? Right, let's get that cooked. Boop. Sticks as a fuel source, absolutely brilliant. And I've got so many, which is the other little crazy thing. Bang, there we go. So with all of that, I think we can create our controller block. Step 1 done. Step 2, we are going to need to get the, well, we're going to need an external storage, but before that we need a crafting grid. I mean, we need a grid, to be fair, but I think so. That's a couple of improved processors. That's just the gold versions. So that should be easily grid. Improved processors, those. Oh, I'm missing the redstone. Okay. Did it? Grid those, and those. That gives me 2. And then we also are going to need the construction, which is a basic, so that's iron version, and a destruction, which is going to be the same, I believe. Yes, basic, which is the iron version again. So a couple of iron versions. I've got those, haven't I? Yes. But I haven't have the redstone. Right. Bang, bang. Let's put those in that one and put those in that one. And yeah, we'll get the grid done, and then we need the external input. And the other thing I think I want, if I have got the resources for it, I've got some osmium, is another power cube. I'd like to give it its own independent power source. So once the solar panel fills the, let me show you, it's easier to show. So this is obviously being filled by the solar panels outside. Now we're going to take this cable and we're going to run it into the wall, probably 1 block down, all the way around to here, and the controller is all going to be in this point, where it's actually going to be set forward a row here. So it's all going to be here, but if it has its own power grid, then if that runs out of power, it will have its own source. It just occurs to me that that's obviously an obvious way of ensuring that. So let me, oh, we got those, and what do we need? We're going to need to make the construction, which is glowstone, and the destruction, which is quartz again. Quartz, quartz, quartz all the time. Alright, so I need a construction and a destruction. I really actually do need to run another quartz refined iron, so we're going to need another 2 actually. 1, 2. 1, 2, and those, that should give me that, another piece of stone, and that should give me all of that. That will give me all of that. I'm going to need a bit of glass. Have I got any here? 1, 2, 3. Yes, we have. I think we've got everything for the grid now. Paints, idiot. More glass. I know I've got glass somewhere. Where is it? There. 1, 2, 3. Right. Grid. But we want a crafting grid, which is going to be an advanced processor. That's going to be another bloody diamond. Right, any more diamonds? Oh god, let me have a look at the external storage. Construction, destruction. Yeah, we're alright. We have enough diamonds to make a enchanting table. But we're getting very close to running out, so we definitely need to be aware of that. Let me get more redstone. I'll get with this eventually. Right, redstone. So no, that one, one of them. Cook that, and a crafting table, I think, isn't it? Okay. There you go. You'll do me. Done. So it should be that, and that to give me the crafting table. Finally, we have the external storage. So that is going to take some chests, oh man, more of this stuff. Okay, that's fine. External storage, I've lost myself. Another construction, another destruction core. Let me pull those together, I'll be back in a second. Alright, and armed with that last bit, we should have everything we need now to get the basics of a refined storage system running. Now the one thing we do need, of course, is an energy. Well, we are going to need drives and stuff for everything that doesn't fit into storage drawers, but let's have a look. We also want to have a look at an energy cube. Now, do I want to go with a basic or an advanced? I think a basic is, that should be steel. Yeah. Okay. I've got some work to do to pull that together, so let me get that done, and once we've got that, we can actually start planning our system. Sure, I should be back in a sec. Okay, I decided I have the resources to commit to an advanced cube, which gives us a lot more storage, so we've gone there. We should be able to put most of this away. Oh man. Right now, that and that can go in there, as can that. I don't need that, but we do need that, and we are going to need a couple of those, I should imagine, because I've just been tunneling around in the base, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring the power, hopefully, if I can get away with this. I'll be glad when I've got more colour in here, because this black is really hard to use. But we're going to take the wire through the wall here. Now I have got a plan for colouring this base, by the way, now, so there we go. Right, now we need to, I think what we'll do is try and bring that round to here, but if we can bring it down, how am I going to do that though? See, that is not going to work, because this, well, it will work because there'll be a thing, but that's not going to work there, so we're definitely going to need to bring you up to here. Oh hell, right, like so, and then we can take you round there, maybe in here to there, and that might work. Let's try something like that, shall we? So if we bring the power out of here and down and then along, I've just realised I've trapped myself outside. Okay, not a problem, we'll just break it and we'll kind of reverse place it. But we're going to come up there and then around and then across here and over there. Right, and then we'll fill that and that in. That can be filled in, that can go in there, and then we can bring you to there. Perfect. And a quick F7, we should be lit. We are. Excellent. In fact, what we'll do is we'll just top that off as well. So from there, I don't know whether I'll have enough of this cable, which is why I'm being a little bit paranoid with my osmium. Yeah, we haven't. Okay, I need what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maybe. 7 at a guess. So let's go and grab some cable. Cable or conduit? No, it's just cable. Okay, basic universal. Again, that should be more than adequate. That makes 8. Let's do 2. That's steel, isn't it? Oh, crying out loud. I keep getting caught out by that steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that done. Back in a second. Alright, so I've decided what we're going to do is we're going to place the power cube up the top here. Why? Because we can. Like so. And that is charging. We are going to do the side configuration, so let's get them all off like so, and then we want to set the back to input. Excellent. And then I think we want to set the bottom to output, and that will be fine. That's going to have 3.2 million RF in it at all times, and obviously at the moment it's draining this one, but that's fine. It is sunset. We probably should sleep. We want to obviously get these powered as optimally as possible. And there we go. So now that will continue to charge, even though this is draining and that one's filling. They'll continue to charge accordingly as they go through the day, and then what we're going to do is we're going to whack our controller there, and that's now on. There is a output of, well, it should be, is it? It's going up, so it's definitely going higher. This thing should be draining 4 FE, 4 flux energy per tick. That is gaining 1,170 FE per tick. So in theory, we shouldn't have an issue there. And then what we do need is I just need to grab a cable from upstairs. We're done with that for now, but I probably want one of those. Now this is going to obviously increase the power drain, but you know, it is part and parcel of what we're aiming to do here. We'll just block you in there. Actually, no, that's not right. That's gonna, even though we're not going to be able to see this ultimately, I'm going to do this properly because, you know, this is what I'm like. So that is now alive. Again, you can't see anything in there, but we are now using 10 flux energy per tick. However, at the moment this has got absolutely nothing, but this is where it starts getting fun, because if I pop that down here, I'm going to have some compacting drawers and stuff on this, and I were to say, I don't know, pop all of that in, we've now got 102 basalt without having to muck around with any form of drives or things. Now of course we can put them in there, and it's going to, this is where this is a little bit complex. We have to be putting things in, and we can't have any empty drawers. So as we're creating drawers, we need to put them in. So it's going to take a little bit of effort, but that's fine. However, before we do that, we need to really smarten this place up a bit, because we've got torches. You know, this is looking nice. There's a few things I would like to go and play with, and one of them involves, one of the reasons why I've been so busy in the nether is, oh no, hang on, is we want to get into, I think it's simple illumination off the top of my head. No, need to find the mod. Still getting used to all of the mods. There we go. It is simply light. Simply Light adds a whole bunch of blocks. So we are going to use a bunch of these, which are basically going to be, I don't want the inverted. That one activates by redstone. That one is, alright, so that's what we need. And then there is an illuminant slab, which we're going to be using around the place as well. So first things first, we need to get some redstone torches. I think 18 should be enough for now, and we'll make 32. The other thing I need is wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a ender pearl. Oops, no. And we can 8 wool. Idiot. I haven't got 8 wool. I need 2 more though. For now, this will do. You forget when you're early doors in the game, and we are still early doors in this, you do quite often forget that you've got these things. Let me go and grab some blue dye, get that dyed, and we'll insert you into the equation. And you become that. So the elevator is going to take us to here, and then another one down, which will be obviously not there yet, will take us into the glass. Now the downside to this is I haven't got a gravity block on me. I'm going to have to get this right then. Oops, oh well. That is, of course, spawnable. So we've got a couple of options, and the easiest is to stain it with that. Because it's now shedding light. It's a little bit strange, but it doesn't really matter. And it's still functioning as a thing. Right, turn light on, light it, the F7 mode on. Let's get this place illuminated. So I have a pattern in mind for this, and one of them is here. And again, we'll, you know, so that will go there. And I think, let's go for there and there. Gives you a nice little set of lights. So I'm going to illuminate the floor, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what else I'm going to do in here. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to need is some green dye. Yeah, we'll grab that. And some blue dye. Don't think I'll need that. I don't think I actually need that much. Let's just split that in half. We're going to make some cyan concrete. So this design here with the white bands, I've decided I'm going to kind of continue that on around the on each level. So this level is going to have cyan concrete, and for that, actually, let me just, do I have any spare rails anywhere at all? Did I keep any? There's a reason. Yeah, we need to just fix something while we're at it. So, at the moment, this is all lit. It's all nice and, yeah, doing its job. However, what I would like to do, what have I got that I can, let's use sand because that doesn't turn into gravel half the time. What I'd like to do is take, oh man, that was not anywhere near what I wanted to get done. Right, we need to so what I need to do is take a little bit of my basalt out there, basalt there. We'll, oh, damn you, you've just gone somewhere, haven't you? Where did that go? Alright, we'll find that in a second. So, but what I want to do is I want to take you and I want to move you in one. Because this, what's happening is this hopper is catching the thing, so it's getting an uneven spread. I need to find that. Oh, hello, that is okay. Where's me? Where the hell has my hoover gone then? Alright, well, we definitely need to do something in here. That's simple enough. We'll whack an aluminum block there. That looks nice. Right. Who got me my... Oh, it went straight through. Okay, that's fine. I was going to get all hissy then. I was like, who's got my minecart? Anyway. Yeah, just by sticking it back a block, we should still be able, because we can still put the button there. But we can still obviously reach. He says we can still reach the minecart. That's not going to work very well there. I'll work that. We'll come up with a solution. Right now, it's fine. It'll run. What was I doing? Oh yeah, that was it. I did that because I wanted to stick that in and run it now. That should be more even. It is. Excellent. Oh, God. Thank you, Quark. Yeah, one of the mods we added was Quark. Of course, he doesn't matter because you can convert cactus paste back into normal stuff, but anyway, while that's doing, we'll do you. 1 and 2. Definitely working as a smelter, though, that thing, so I'm not complaining. Hang on. And then we're going to do that, aren't we? To get me a bunch of those. So this, as I said, this wall here is going to be decorated like this. So we'll have the lights in the floor. I'm going to put some lights up in the ceiling. I've got some work to do over here, and then we'll have a band of colour which runs all the way around the outside. And I think that'll look pretty reasonable. We'll probably do a green colour band up there because I've got plans for that, and maybe even a blue band down there because, you know, it kind of works with the colours going on. Let me just put that in. I've got some also, I want to put some lights in the ceiling for effect, and I'll be back again in a second. Alright, we're up here and we are making compacting drawers to start off with, because I've said that that is my go-to that I want to go to for storage. Now I've also got dark oak drawers here, and we're going to pop that down and we shall... Oops, no we won't. We shall empty that and we shall put all of the stone in there, and then we'll take this oak drawer out because I'm not using oak drawers. I'm just trying to think, is that's 3? Yeah, so that should be a solid wall, shouldn't it? Okay, so I need to fix that later. But as we use the oak drawers, we can make more compacting drawers. We can obviously grab those. We've also got sticks there, so we'll take those down with us. And we can come over here and start to get a feel for what is happening, what's going to happen here. So we've got the U, and we're going to put iron into there. And there's our iron nuggets, and obviously we can see now the downside to this is there is a miscount, because this is what you have if you've got 13 blocks or 119 or 1074 nuggets. So, you know, bear in mind that that isn't accurate in terms of its thing. Now again, the power usage is minimal. This is ticking along absolutely fine, so we should be okay with that. And we should be able to take you. Now I would like to put, that's a good point. I want to put some drives somewhere, and I might put them either side above. So if I pop you there, that's sticks. Interesting. Why had you not picked up that? Oh, there you go. 2000. And yeah, so if I just run up and grab a different metal, what have I got? I've got 3 more compacting drawers. So let's have a look at what metals we've got in here. We'll go with gold, and we'll go with tin. If I can find tin. And copper, because I don't appear to have any other kind of bits and pieces of copper floating around there. So again, we can just run around here, pop that down, grab the gold, pop that in, chuck in those. On this side again, we'll do the same. We'll grab the copper. Again, we can see now the copper, interestingly, isn't giving me compacting options. Why is that? I think we're going to need, I might need to actually do a little bit of tweaking on this, because that that should work. What happens if I... Well, hang on. Before we do that, what else did I have? I had tin, didn't I? See, tin is working. And that's in... Except, of course, that is showing me mechanism tin. And this is not mechanism tin. So it won't go in. Ah, right, okay. That's still not a problem. Uses for that, we can break it down into... mechanism. I can make mechanism tin block out of it if I break one down. Let me just see if we can't work this round, shall we? If I put 4 of those, and that will give me a tin block. There you go. Sorted. Converted. There is a conversion trick for this as well, but copper. Now this is the interesting one. That's giving me mechanism copper. So if I then go jump over here and pop that in there, okay, I can work with that. So we've got basically an absolute metric crap ton of work to do. These are not necessarily, I might move these yet. Doesn't really matter because ultimately they're all here and we can obviously pop that in and, you know, we're fine. The other thing I wanted to do is this. So I've got these and I actually think they just, again, make the ceiling pop a little bit. Now I want to be basically one back, so we can throw a few of these around in the ceiling. And then I'm going to actually I'm conscious that I've been recording a while, but I'm going to come back once I've migrated a large amount of my storage down here. It won't be all of it, but it will be a lot of it. Back in a moment. I've just noticed I'm working on the storage and it's coming along. I just noticed down here we got dolphins. And I'd like to keep one of those, stop one of those from... Come here, you. Dolphin. There you go. That one is my dolphin. Oh, and I've... You know what I've done, don't you? Do you know what I've done? Oh, I know what I've done. I don't know whether I can get out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I haven't got a bucket on me. My weight, pardon, in and out of here has been wow, things. But we've now got a dolphin down here, which is cool. Hopefully he'll stay. We've got a few other fish now. Obviously, these fish are going to spawn naturally, but we're going to, pardon me, populate this properly. What the hell are you? But yeah, another time. Right now, I am just putting in the colours. So I put in 16. These guys will hold. These are 2x2, so they'll hold. I can never remember the quantities of these. There's a lower quantity, but once we've got these in, we lock them, we'll set the keys, get all of this stuff. We've got all of the stuff that will compact. I've kind of come in and we're going to come around to here, and then I think we're going to come out and come back on ourselves, and we'll have like, I don't know, we'll work it out. We've still got another layer up there, and obviously we're going to put a drive from one of these in. Again, it's a diamond, unfortunately, which is expensive. I do need to go bloody mining at some point. That's a thing. But we'll need that, and then obviously once we've got that, we'll need some actual discs. You know, 1K storage is not going to hack it. We're probably going to want to get into like 16K storages, maybe higher. But we'll have a mixture for all of the bits that don't fit in here. But we're getting there, look. We are getting to the point, you know, we're starting to get some storage, and between episodes I think I'm going to do a lot of building on this area just to get all of this moved in. Obviously the roof will come down a level. I'm not going to go any higher than that because that would be silly. One dry bay to the side, shall we? I think I'm trying. Let me just double check. An enchantment table does require 2 diamonds, doesn't it? Yes. So in theory we have got enough diamond to make, let's get that drive bay installed, I think, because it's going to be a thing we need anyway. For that, we're going to need all sorts of bits. I'll get that done, and that will give us that. I'll also continue moving a few drawers around, starting to get stuff put in place. A lot of this stuff is just not going to have homes. It's going to go into a drive bay, and these I have plans for. These will not go straight into the storage system. They'll be stored slightly differently. In fact, I did want to check something. If I were to take that and put that in there, and then take the whole lot off of that now, and then pop you on there, and pop you in there, and then put the seeds back in. The question is, will that keep growing? Because we can put void upgrades on these, and that is, you know, obviously beneficial, because we can just get the one item we want. Where they produce more than one item, we'll have to do something fancy if we want it. But realistically, the only thing I want from that plant is these kenaf fibers. I actually don't care about those. They have no purpose other than perhaps being things we're getting there steadily. The dark oak, while the sticks are nice, they're not necessary. You know, they're a nice little source of free fuel, but they're hardly there. 5, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4. Let's just watch that. Hopefully it will go up. There's only a 75% chance of getting the actual stuff from it, but there you go. So now we're not going to get inundated by thousands of those. So that is going to be my plan. And the location I want to put all of my plants is up on this tier up here. Because there's plenty of room around the edge. We can decorate it, we can make it look nice. And if we have a storage drawer for each plant pumping in like that, then that should be absolutely fine. Let me carry on a bit, and we'll see where we end up at the end of this episode. But right now I just need to continue sorting me blocks and me concretes and me dyes out. So back in a bit. Alright, I'm going to continue this between episodes. It's going to take a lot of time, I think. I've got all of the dyes except for brown, and I have, as best as I can tell, no cocoa beans. I have had a look. I don't even have any cookies, so I can't reverse craft anything if I hadn't made the reverse crafting. Hoojamaflop, what's a majig? I don't know. Let's just have a look. Brown wool is made with brown dye. Brown dye is made with cocoa beans or dye essence. I'm not really that worried about going down the dye essence line, or at least I wasn't. If I had anything that was brown, and I don't think I do block-wise, then it would, in theory, also need to actually think about wool storage, but I don't have a huge amount of wool. I'm not going to worry about that right now. That's light grey. Yeah, I've got nothing. I don't think, I actually don't think I've encountered them anywhere. Oh, that's going to be a bind, isn't it? Anyway, well, it's a step in the right direction, so hopefully that is still working. That is still growing, and it's, oh yeah, it's ticking away quite happily. I know I did put that extra thing in, so we will do the same with these to get, we'll obviously make sure we keep a sample of everything, but all of this lot will go in, and we do need to actually up our game with the mystical agriculture. So this has probably been a longer episode than I anticipated. I'm definitely going to have to go out and try and hunt down some a jungle biome somewhere, but then that should be fairly straightforward because I can get you out, can't I? And search for jungle. Do I want a bamboo jungle? Might as well. Oh wow, that's that's a fair old hike that direction. Nether might be the option there. Okay, let's just try just the jungle then, and not go for bamboo jungle. Fungal jungle? Sounds like fun. Sorry, pardon the pun there. Modified jungle. Don't know what that is. Let's try jungle for starters. You see, that's more doable. That's just 1,000 blocks in that direction, which it probably means it's up here somewhere, give or take. Oh, that's all right then. We'll grab that between episodes. But until then, we're getting some progress made. I will continue thinking about our storage. We do need to get some drive storage going as well, and we probably should, while we've got easy access to the rear of this thing, set the priority. And the priority on refined storage, I think the higher the better. So I'll double check that, but that should, it should try to go in here always before it tries to put it into a disk, and the only thing we need to do is make sure that we can keep that going. But I think this will look pretty good once we've got all of the stuff in here. We've got like a server storage room, and then the next episode maybe we'll make some effort down there. We'll see where we're going, but we also do need to be contemplating our iron, because it is absolutely diabolical right now. We really do not have much. If I put that in, that is going to go up into one. Yes, it has. I thought so. That's the thing. Hang on a second. Locks and unlocks drawers. So if I make one of those, and while we're at it, I can't make one of those, but that doesn't matter. So we can actually, well, let's just lock everything. That now means that I cannot put anything in there that isn't in the system. Excellent, brilliant, and still brilliant. So on that note, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.